Owl Cave. Alright. Yeah, Simba, Ariel, Wreck-It Ralph, Dream Eaters, and someone else that I'm forgetting. Oh, Stitch. Stitch. I haven't even used Stitch yet. The links aren't really. I don't know. Some of them are really complicated. Wreck-It Ralph, I don't understand how you use him. I don't get him. It just doesn't connect with me. Simba, really fucking good. Ariel, I don't really like her that much. Hers is a little weird. The Dream Eater and Simba are like pretty straightforward summons. They're not that hard to use, and it makes sense. The rest of them, they're kind of they're more complicated. Like Wreck-It Ralph, he doesn't directly hit them off, so I don't really understand how you're supposed to. I think it's like a plan I think it's a plan like where you think they're going to be. But I hate those kind of things. All right, we gotta find a particular building. This music reminds me of the Triple D music for the Grid world. You gotta wreck it. I like Wreck-It Ralph the movie. I think it was great. I think they came out with a sequel for it, or it is coming out. I don't know. All right, where is the building we want to go to? All right, there's Baymax. It's over there. Okay. I'm gonna cave and go in this world and see if we can get the Blazing Crystal. I didn't want to do this, but whatever. I think we already did this one. Yeah, we did. I finished the storyline for the game yesterday. It was pretty good. So now I'm just doing the post-game stuff, which now it's basically turning into Kingdom Hearts 2 all over again.
Danger detected.
That was weak.
Back off.
That was even weaker.
Take this.
Wellspring Crystal, Wellspring Crystal, Wellspring Crystal. One thing I don't like about these is you can't exit it. Wellspring Crystal. Oh, so it already came out. Okay, so I completely missed it then.
Go get him. Here we go.
I'm gonna have to change that back. I don't like that.
It's over.
It's over. Wellspring him. Fuck.
So long.
Nice. Yeah, these seem to just drop Wellspring crystals. I don't know which one drops Blade. Nano arm. Oh, that is sick. He has like a big stomp move. That. Nice.
Got him. Yeah. Yeah.
I hate these Minotaurs. These Minotaurs are so annoying. Even if you do get a parry, you can't rephrase them for a counter attack. It's so annoying. I guess it's because they're so big. I assume they're so big and they're so aggressive.
Are you ready, Soul? Here we go.
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Well,
Stay back. Full thrust.
Nothing.
Get him. Again. That's it.
Nothing. Nothing. Hammer
damn,
fist.
he's really strong. Holy shit.
Hammer fist.
Damn. Baymax does not play around. Holy crap. He was a lot stronger than what I thought he was going to be. Jeez. We're going to have to try the one on the railroad. There's another battleground on the railroad. We'll try that one instead. Maybe we have to do it during the daytime. I don't know if it's different. I doubt it would be. I doubt it would be during the daytime, but who knows?
Let's go!
Okay, let's see if we can find the railroad tracks. Oh god, go away.
Kid, engage your
There it is right there. Do you see it? It's so hard to see. It's that little blue icon all the way over here. Oh, is that a chest? Nice. I didn't even notice this. It blended in with the background so bad. Nice. I think that's all the video games. For the handheld thing. I think that's all of them.
Sora, you're heading off course. I put up a virtual boundary near the city limits.
All right, we got this one right here. We might get it in this one. Oh, this is a level 2 difficulty. We haven't tried one. I don't think we tried one at all. Hopefully we get a demon tower. Oh my god, no. No, nice try.
back off. Back off.
Nice. Oh, you can't. Damn. Nice. Oh. What?
Thunder. There.
I have magic lock on, and it just totally veered off course. Fuck.
Back off.
Okay.
Take this. So long.
Can't get me a little careful.
Go get him.
Nice. Pulsing crystal, not what I need. Yo, what's up, Chuck? How's it going, man?
Try this.
Fuck. Oh, give me my full HP back. This dude has defense out the fucking ass. Holy shit. And you can't use magic. Yeah. That sucks. And you can't use magic on him at all. Yeah, let's continue. It doesn't look like we were gonna get it. It doesn't look like we were gonna get the crystal from him anyway. How's things going, Chug? Welcome, man. I think it's good morning for you, like 7 a.m., right? Yeah, 7 a.m. Yeah, see, I'm getting good at these time zones. Right now, I'm trying to farm the items I need so I can get the synthesis. Get the synthesis for the ultimate weapon available. But it seems some of the crystals, there's not enough information of the game out right now. And for what I can find, everyone keeps pointing to these battle things to get the items, and it's not the way I want to get them. I like the fact that you remember where everyone is from. Nice one. I try. You're from the UK too.
Hope we find some
I
ingredients
try,
around
but
here.
it gets harder. The more people I meet on Twitch, it gets harder. It's hard to remember. It gets harder to remember people when I don't have I don't have much of an impression to go on. So, you know. But I try.
I will endeavor to protect. I will ensure your safety.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find it here. I have no idea where the fuck fire mobs in this game would be at. Cut. But yeah, no, I don't think people realize how much I appreciated that people check out my stream. People could be anywhere doing anything. Not even on Twitch, anywhere doing anything. And people, you know, are nice enough to spend their time here. So, people don't really, I think some people don't really understand how much that means to me. Okay, we need 3 items. I need the Blazing Stone, a Lightning Stone, and a Beatrix Crystal. I have no idea where the fuck we get them. Wasn't fire mobs in Olympus? That's what I was thinking, but I went there and I couldn't find them. I need a lightning one. I already got the frost one, which was in Frozen. There's 2 fire mobs in Monsters Inc. world, but it's not worth doing because it takes forever for them to reload. And I have no idea where a Beatrix stone is at all. I have no idea. That's what we need. We need 1 more to be able to get the recipe for the ultimate weapon. I mean, I guess I could just make a lightning crystal, but that's not fun. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Collector's goal. Okay, we got the lightning one. Now we need Blaze and Beatrix. And we also have... Alright, so if we get I need 58? I don't have 58? How many do you have? Goals completed. Ah, shit. I don't understand how that's not 58. That should be. Yeah? Okay. I hope you're feeling better today, Aka. What do you mean? I wasn't feeling I wasn't feeling bad. You said that yesterday too. What do you mean? I'm a little confused why you're saying that, though. I remember you said it to me yesterday. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe we can make the other ones we need. Save the queen. We can make save the queen. We can. Blazing crystal. The only one we can't make is the Beatrix crystal. Fuck it, I'm making it. No. Just use one. Okay. Workshop. Okay. Goals. What? What other mats am I missing? Pulsing crystal, lucid crystal, weathering crystal. Do we have those? Pulsing crystal? We do. Lucid crystal, have it. Weathering crystal, we have it. Twilight crystal, we have it. We need the Beatrix crystal. We don't have it. Hungry crystal, we have. Wellspring crystal, we have. Smoothing crystal, we have. Sinister crystal, Mithril crystal, Twilight crystal, Beatrix crystal. Where the fuck would we get a Beatrix crystal from? 29 shards, 31 stones, 12 gems. Where will we get the crystal from, though? See, that's one thing I don't like about this game. Is that they don't tell you... Like, I feel like when you go to the adversaries and you click on an adversary, it should tell you what the mob drops, you know? Or, and where they are. Like, Neo Shadows pop up in... You know, they have the space on the screen. The Olympus Coliseum here, here, and here. Predominantly here. You know, that would be so helpful. But you're just left guessing. I have no idea. You know? Apparently, the ending you got at the end was the secret ending, and the one where Sora were both in Tokyo. Yeah, they were in Shibuya, and which was The World's End, which is another game that the creator of Kingdom Hearts works on. And then the other one was in the Vermin Rex area. Riku was in Vermin Rex, and Sora was in Shibuya from The World Ends. It was basically setting up another game. They were basically setting up another game. We didn't learn anything about the black box because they're setting it up for another game. It makes me wonder if the guy who put the heart in the actual moon, if he was the master of masters. I don't know. Yeah, it was basically not to explain anything, just to get you excited that they were gonna make another game. They're gonna be making these games for a long ass time. But now it makes sense why Xigbar wears an eye patch? No, we learned that in Birth by Sleep. His eye got Terra when he fought Terra in Birth by Sleep, he got that scar on his face and his eye got busted by Terra in Birth by Sleep during their fight. That's why he wears an eye patch. His eye's ruptured. And that's how he got that scar on his face. I wonder if he always planned Brig to be like that. That's what I'm confused about. Doesn't Luke 6 say in back cover he only has one eye, but didn't Terra get rid of his eye? No, it's the Master's eye. The Master of Master used his eye and put it in it was his eye. And he gave his key. That eye allowed the Master of Masters to see into the Master of Masters is the guy who wrote the Book of Prophecies. Which is weird. He's so fascinated with that book, but he wrote it. And he put his eye allows him to see into the future. No, the Xigbar is his apprentice, Luix. But I thought Xigbar was the Master of Masters because their mannerisms are the same or similar. But no, he was Luix. We didn't learn jack shit about the box at all, which is I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to know what was the big deal with the box, to be honest, but we didn't. Does Luix say in back cover he? But no, the eye was planted on the eye can see into the future, and that's how he knew of Xehanort. He knew of the coming Keyblade War. He knew of the second Keyblade War, and he wrote the Book of Prophecies. And then he gave the Keyblade to Xigbar, and he gave the box to Xigbar, but we still don't know what's in the box. And then he told Xigbar to see the second Keyblade through, basically. So then Xigbar transferred his soul from body to body for 1,000 years. So he wasn't always Xigbar. He wasn't always in Xigbar's body. He's just in it now to see it through. So technically, Xigbar can use a Keyblade because he's a Keyblade master. Xigbar is a Keyblade master. He could technically use one, and so he was basically using Xehanort, so Xehanort would have the second Keyblade War come on. Now the big question is why? Because it failed. What do you gain by assisting him knowing he's going to fail? That was the question I have. It doesn't really make sense. What do you gain? What comes after it? You know he's going to, you know what I mean? He's going to but it's kind of weird when you realize it's actually him using Xigbar and not the other way around. He was basically playing him from the very beginning. And then they mention in the secret ending that one of the masters, Ava, is off doing her role. And I don't remember if that's the girl who was supposed to train the Keyblade people. It seemed like they all died because he summoned their souls back. Or he summoned them back, so Who is the Ava chick? I don't remember. There was 2 or 3 girls in back cover, and I don't remember. There was the girl with the snake, and then another girl. One was in charge of spying on the other members, and the other one was in charge of training Keyblade warriors in secret to basically survive the Keyblade War, so they could, and they would go to a different place so they wouldn't die. Basically, is what she was doing. And I don't know if she died of old age or what, but she was actually the person who started the Keyblade War, because she finds Lux at the Keyblade graveyard, and she strikes him down. And the force of their Keyblades clashing caused the bells in the city to activate, and that was the signal that the Keyblade War start. So she actually started it. Her and Zigbar started it. I don't think it was caused on purpose that way, but that's how it went down. They're gonna be debating people like for years. They're gonna keep this series going for years. It seems 9 or 10 games for one saga, and they said this was just the beginning saga. If anything, video games now take longer to develop. Can you imagine how long it would take if they do that again? But really, if you think about it, Pete and Maleficent in this game were worthless. They didn't do anything. Nothing. They did absolutely nothing. And now Maleficent knows Zigbar has the box. And it seems like Kingdom Hearts is now coming to the real world instead of Disney World, which I really hope is true, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired of Disney Worlds. Maybe the next one's gonna be predominantly Final Fantasy characters. Who knows? He basically pulled a Revolver Ocelot. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I was looking over your Kingdom Hearts 3 streams. They're gonna find another box inside the box. Yeah, I was left with more questions than answers. That's what it's going to be, Final Fantasy characters. That's what they allude to with the fake Noxus looking at Riku and Sora ending up in Shibuya, which is at the world, how the world ends, or how the way the world ends, or whatever that game is. Honestly, I kind of hope it does, because I had my fill of Disney. The Disney World, you know how cool it would be to go, actually, do you know how fucking cool it would be to go to Final Fantasy worlds instead of Disney worlds? That would be sick. Go to Final Fantasy X, go to Spira, go to Midgar. That would be so neat. But they would run out of ideas pretty fast. There's not as many Final Fantasy games as there is Disney movies, so they would run out of ideas fast. Well, faster. I'm gonna be 60 when Kingdom Hearts is finished. They'll probably still be making Final Fantasy games when you're 60 years old. I don't know, maybe Disney won't be attached to the games in the future. Who knows? Who really knows? I have no idea how it's gonna be. Alright, we gotta find this crystal. Let me save my game. I am a Beatrix crystal. Where would I be at? Maybe Pirates of the Caribbean? I'm avoiding that world like the plague. Disney never lets go of their intellectual properties. Yeah, but they don't own this. It's a collaboration. They don't own it. Disney's not actually making the game, and they're not publishing it either. Square Enix is publishing it, and Square Enix is making it. So all rights are with Square Enix, technically. And they're working with Disney. Yeah, I didn't care for Pirates of the Caribbean at all. It didn't fit the vibe of the game that all these worlds are new. Disney makes a lot of mobile games. A lot of free mobile games, and they destroy. They make so much money off of them. Because they're marketed towards kids. And kids play them. They got so many mobile games. That's really like their main focus. They get a lot of money. You get a lot of money from mobile games. There's like Marvel, Spider-Man, Avengers. There's a shit ton of those games. I have no idea where I need to go. Yeah, see, I honestly didn't like the Pirates of the Caribbean world because all the other worlds are cartoons. And it's a real-life world, which already makes it stand out. The boat combat's cool and all, but it gets old really fast. And it and Olympus are the two reoccurring worlds in this game. Everything else is brand new. I'm not gonna even count this because I'm just not gonna count it. You know, same reason I'm not gonna count Twilight count. Their original areas. I can kind of understand Hercules being here, but I can't understand Pirates of the Caribbean being here. You know? There was no real big purpose in it, just like all the other worlds. Luxon was just trying to find the box, and that's it. Yeah, that was it. That was the whole thing. He was just trying to find the box. They have so many Disney movies. I don't understand why they reuse the same Disney movie. They have so many. That didn't really make that sense to me. People have already seen it. It has to be one of the in-game areas. Or Monster Inc. Access, maybe? I thought Pirates of the Caribbean is popular, though. Not with its last two movies. It's a popular attraction at Disneyland, yeah. But its last two movies were considered terrible. I think financially, too. Well, not terrible, but they didn't do good. Ratings-wise, people don't like them. And Pirates of the Caribbean 1 through 3 are pretty popular. But people kind of say the third one, after the second one, it's kind of lustful. The first one's good, the second one's good, and then the third one kind of overstays its welcome. And then the fourth and fifth one, people don't even consider it that great. I've never even seen them, but this is what I hear all the time. The fire's been out for a while. But they're probably, I don't know, I haven't been to Disney World, but I imagine they're probably pretty popular attractions. You've only saw the first one? I saw all 3 of them, but I don't remember them. I wish Halloween Town was in this. I'm actually okay with it not being in it, to be honest. I would like it to be in it too, but I kind of would prefer them just to make new ones instead. But in all honesty, I'm kind of tired of the Disney worlds. For me, it was Resident Sleeper the entire game. I just wanted, like, coming into it, I wanted to know how the Kingdom Hearts story was going to end. I didn't really care about the Disney worlds at all. Plus, they're filler content anyway. It's filler content. You're coming into the game wanting to know how this saga is going to end. And the Disney worlds themselves are filler. He's going to these worlds hoping he acquires the power of awakening by retracing his steps. Like, that idea alone makes the worlds not as meaningful. You know what I mean? Like, he's just hoping to gain something. There's no, he will gain it. You know what I mean? And then they make it even more worthless when you just when you wake up Vin, and then Vin's like, oh no, you always had the power. And then it's like, oh, thanks. Me going to all these worlds was pointless, because I've always had it. Master Young Sid is full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's exactly how I felt when they told me that. I was like, oh, thanks. So, I was kind of like, that's a great slap in the face. I didn't want to waste my time going to Disney World anyway. I wanted to know the actual story. I didn't feel this way until after we beat it. I didn't feel this way until after we beat the game. I was really enjoying the pacing of the game, but when I thought about it more, I was thinking, well, there's fewer worlds, but they made them longer, right? So you'll spend more time in each world. In the previous games, there were less worlds, but they were there was more worlds, but they were shorter. And you wouldn't always get lore of the Kingdom Hearts story, not the Disney World stories, the Kingdom Hearts stories in every world. So you would have to go like maybe an hour or two or an hour and 30 minutes without any Kingdom Hearts lore. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2, all the first world visits don't really matter, you know? They don't really matter until you go to them the second time. And then that's when you start meeting the organization members and you actually start getting like the actual meat of the Kingdom Hearts 2 storyline. So the first 10 hours of the game feels kind of like redundant. Just to get you, I guess, used to the combat. But you kind of had a purpose, you know. I need to unlock the paths of the world and whatever. I kind of forget, but you had to unlock the pathways of the world. In the first game, you were locking the worlds to prevent the Heartless from spreading. Like, that's a goal. I need to do this, and if I lock the keyhole, they will stop spreading. But and what I appreciated the pacing in the beginning, because I was like, oh, okay, so every time we go to a world, we're gonna get a little bit of the actual storyline, because I want to know how it ends. But then I realized it's actually the same pace, because you're spending more times in these worlds. It's about the equivalent of the old pace in the games, where you would go to 2 or 3 worlds in the same amount of time, and then you would finally actually get lore. It's actually about the same pace. The only difference is you spend more time in one world. And then, after I beat the game, I realized the pacing in this is actually really bad, because you spend about the same time not getting any answers, and then at the very end of the game, it's like someone just gives you 50 pizzas, and they're like, here you fucking go. Have fun. Here, digest all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, all right, we're gonna give you little breadcrumbs. Here you fucking go. Here's a 5-4 like full course meal. Bam. 4 hours of just straight dump. And you're just, my brain was fried. I went and when I was creating my VODs yesterday, I was looking at my face and I was just dumbfounded. I was like at the end of the game, I was like, 'cause I was just like, holy shit, like this is so much to take in. Maybe that's what they wanted? No, those are water ones. Well, no, let's see. You had no comments near the end. No, because there was so much shit going on. It was very overwhelming. There was so much shit going on at the end. I was actually I was disappointed by one thing that I kind of was a little disappointed because I wanted to get more answers.
Good to go.
I wanted to get more answers and less of a setup into another series. But one thing that really disappointed me was I didn't like how when you beat one, I didn't like the game sets up for the longest time for years that it's going to be 7 Guardians versus 13 Darknesses. But when you actually get there, it's actually only 7 against 10. Because Vexen, Demyx are gone. They're not even there. And someone else is missing too, but I can't remember who it is. But I counted them. There was only 10. So 3 people betrayed them. So it wasn't really even 13 people who were actually for the cause. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then one by one, you come and you find out half of the bad guys don't even believe in what they're doing. Ansem says, I knew I was going to lose. Sykes says, I'm only doing this because I'm jealous. Because you didn't seem like you were actually going to be my friend. To Axel, Xemnas was like, oh, it would be nice that it know what my heart feels like. He didn't even seem like he cared. Young Xehanort was all about it. He was like, I'm gonna go back to my time and I'm gonna live this shit through and see it again. He like, I don't give a fuck. The card dude was like, oh, it would be great to meet you, Sora. Larxene was like, I don't want to be his pawn. Pfft. Marluxia was like, wow, it's gonna be great to know how I'm gonna feel again. Like, half of them didn't even give a shit about the big plan. And I was like, if you don't give a shit, how am I supposed to give a shit? It didn't really... I was like, okay, you guys don't even care about what's going on. The only person who cares is Eleanor. How are you guys... I didn't... I was actually kind of... Vanitas cared. Because Vanitas was like, I'm pure darkness. That's what I am. You're pure light. We can never mix. He was just being stubborn. It was, yeah, they made the villains kind of lame, so it wasn't as satisfying. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I was like, you guys don't even care what you're doing. I think they were trying to make you sympathetic with the villains, but the characters weren't as developed for you to feel that way. No, they weren't. They were running off, you already know who these characters are, so you're supposed to kind of care for them because they're coming back. Like a nostalgia reason, like, oh god, we're gonna fight Marluxia again. But you never really learned of their motivation for being there. Like, you never learned of Marluxia's motivation for being there. Or Larxene's. It's left up in the air that Larxene was only there because Marluxia was there. But then you never learn of why Marluxia was there. Like, it was... I thought it was gonna be more... Like, Xehanort was literally going to be controlling all of them. It didn't seem that way at all. It seemed like they all had free will to do what they want, but they just had yellow eyes. It didn't really seem like he was influencing them in any way. That's what it came off to me. I don't know. I could say I was kind of let down. That's how I felt. It does sort of pile on really quickly. It dumps on you really quickly. Riku Replica was the same. Riku Replica was the exact same way he was in Regain. He wanted to be a person. His motivation didn't change. I thought he was, but when you beat him, they snap out of it in a way. It doesn't seem like that, no. When you beat Larxene, Larxene literally is like, I can't believe I lost to a loser. She literally says, I can't believe I lost to losers like you again. And then she's like, well, this is better than being his pawn. She was fully aware of what was going on. And she wasn't down for it. And then she says, I was only here because of someone. And Sora goes, who? And she's like, my secret. And you imply that it's Marluxia. That she likes Marluxia. And we never got to see their human form. Never got to see Larxene in Marluxia's human form. That was something I really wanted to see.
We find some ingredients around here.
I don't know. I'm gonna when I do the level 1 run, I'm gonna rewatch the cutscenes. It could be like Metal Gear Solid 4. When I played Metal Gear Solid 4 for the first time, I didn't understand the war economy storyline in it. I had to play it again to fully understand. It could be one of those things. I'll see it in a different way. So now that I know this part of the storyline, I can focus on the other one and maybe listen to the dialogue more and see if I missed anything. It could be one of those.
Back off! Back off!
We don't need those. Yeah, I also pointed out earlier in the game, this is the first area, this is the first game that they introduced young Cid's place, but you actually never go to it. You never step foot in it as the player. Only in cutscenes. Yeah, no, it's, Twilight Town's pretty big in Kingdom Hearts 2. But maybe that's just all they wanted you to do. It's also, it has the least amount of the game, it seems like the game doesn't want you to spend that much time there anyway. You can't go to Radiant Garden. You don't even do anything in Radiant Garden. So maybe that's why they don't want you to explore it, because you don't do anything there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where I was farming the fire mobs. These guys right here. Hey, Pika. I swear, it seems like when you kill them with water, they don't drop shit.
So long.
Blazing stone. I am trying to find a synthesized item outside of a battleground. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Because I don't want to go to the battleground to get it. Oh. Oh, they keep track of how many you've made. Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Maybe they're trying to make them protagonists in future games, kind of like how Axel went from being bad to good. I would actually argue Axel was never a bad guy. I would actually argue he was never a bad guy. Because they even show it in this game that the reason why we never learn of the person, but he joined them because he wanted to save some girl. And then he just happens to be turned into a nobody, and he's put in a position to where he doesn't really even have a choice, you know. Xemnas can fuck them all up, so it's like, do the dirty jobs or I'm gonna fucking kill you. I would say he wasn't even a bad guy to begin with. A lot of them aren't, to be honest. I hope in the final mix version or DLC or whatever, we get data battles or a Cave of Remembrance like 2. To be honest, I hope we get original stuff. I'd rather we get original stuff rather than rehashes of stuff we've seen before. You know what I mean? But I don't know what that would be. Yeah, I'm trying to find one crystal, and it seems like it's the last one that I need, but I don't know where to find it at. And everyone keeps pointing me to this one battleground, but I think you can get it out. I've been able to get every single synthesized item out of a battleground. I just don't know where I need to get this one at. Because I think what made the data battles unique is that they weren't in Kingdom Hearts 1. You know what I mean? That makes them unique. It makes them new.
Come on, fellas.
Can't buy it. I'm trying to get this. I need the crystal for this, but I don't know where I get it from. And it seems like that's the last one I need, because I have a pulsing crystal of everything else. I mean, I have a crystal of everything else. I just don't know where I get that one at. And I need it so I can get my recipes so I can synthesize the ultimate weapon. The Betwixt crystal. Everyone points to a battleground. Just get and make pulsing. I don't need pulsing, I already have it. I already have a pulsing crystal. No, you can't make it. It's the only one I can't make. But there has to be a way to get it. There has to be a way to get this crystal outside. Yeah, that's the crystal I need right there, above Twilight. There has to be a way to get this crystal outside of a battleground. What do you need? I need that Beatrix crystal right there. That's the one I need, above Twilight. I wonder what mob drops it. What particular mob drops it? In what world? Because so far I've been able to get every single item from a mob. It's in Ariandel? Okay. I can get the stone. It's a nobody. It's from an... Okay, sweet. Alright. You got a friend in me. This synthesized stuff is bad? I don't really think it's that bad. Just trying to figure it out where they are takes a while. Where did the nobody show up at? I guess we can just go to the tree scamp and find them. They're pretty common too. It's a thing that spins and makes electricity. You got a friend in me. So I wonder if they make DLC for this game, how long it's going to take for it to come out. Is it going to be like the original releases where it's about 6 months? See here, these are all heartless. Hey, welcome back, kitty. Those are all heartless. All heartless again. Damn it. Can I go in there? No, damn it. Like gorge. Oh, it's in the labyrinth? Okay. Well, here we go. We're gonna go in the labyrinth right here. Nice.
You know, from here we might be.
I didn't even know that takes us to the labyrinth. Sweet. The hell is that dog, Evo? So we'll do the level 1 run after we 100% the all this other stuff. After we get the recipe, I'm gonna just go find all the lucky emblems and boxes.